as we're ready for the first race of the day, the semi-final of the Wyfold Challenge Cup.
Go!
Both crews are away here. Strong start. One of the interesting things about these two crews is that U.T.S. Haberfield, with an average weight of 74 kilos as compared to the Tideway Scullers School A crew at 82 kilos. That's because this crew here from U.T.S. is predominantly a lightweight crew. There's 3 lightweight rowers in there. That's James Waldersea, Matt Curtin and James Shooter, and joined by Marcus Elster, who is a heavyweight.
They've had a lot of success on the national level in Australia, haven't they, these lightweight guys?
Absolutely. James Shooter in the stroke seat. He was on the Australian under-23 team last year in the lightweight men's quad. Matthew Curtin behind him, only his second year out of school, a member of the Australian under-21 team last year.
What a cracking start from both crews there. Obviously first race of the day, very tense, very nervous, a lot of nervous energy there, but they've both managed to get away quite clean there, and it's going to be shaping up to be a close race this. Tideway Scullers on the near side of the screen, that bright red and yellow, can't miss that. They're perennials in this event. They've been coming back for more and more every year. 3 of that crew have been back here regularly. Murray in the stroke seat, Billy Fields in 2. They've got a new boy in there actually. Sorry, Billy Fields at 3. New boy from Northern Ireland actually. Lloyd Seaman is a sheep farmer from Enniskillen. He's been the new entry to that crew. So hopefully he can bring some of his sheep herding skills to these boys and help make the difference to this crew, get them into the finals.
Yeah, it was a really great start there by both crews, and we've seen U.T.S. here just moving out to an ever so slight lead over the Tideway Scullers School A crew in the red and yellow here on the right hand side. And the thing I like about this crew from U.T.S. is that they are lightweights, as we've said, but they row really, really well. Very skillful crew, coached by Tim McLaren, so we'd certainly be expecting them to see, or expect to see them rowing the way that they are.
Yeah, that's a phenomenal person to be coaching you and refining your skills, and you can not to miss out. Tom Gale, obviously coach of the Tideway Scullers crew, equally skillful. But I think, like as you're picking up, this crew here now get the shot of U.T.S. just a bit more loose and relaxed. Scullers crew a little bit more up in the shoulders.
And in that U.T.S. crew in the 3-seat, Matthew Curtin, I mean, what a huge talent there. Only 19 years of age. He was actually in the St Joseph's College Sydney first state back in 2015 that won the head of the river, the schoolboy head of the river, for the first time in 42 years, and as a lightweight at that stage as well. So an amazing job to make that first state and to have such an incredible result for the college. But he's had a lot of success as a lightweight this year, winning the lightweight men's 8 double and single at the national championships.
8 double and single, very versatile, hopping from those boats. Must have it between the ears, that's for sure, to be able to do it on your own and be part of a crew. Just Murray having a good look around there, just keeping tabs on where the Australians have got to.
Yeah, we can see the Tideway Scullers School A perhaps just making a little push back here. We'd expect to see that power, I think, that they have on board really start to come into its own a little bit through the guts of the race here, really starting to lay down some long, powerful strokes. The lightweights, you can see, just keeping the rhythm up, just ticking it along nicely. It'll start to get very interesting through this middle section of the race.
I was just thinking that they are ticking it along, aren't they? They do look very sort of loose and efficient. When I say loose, I mean loose and relaxed, not loose as in sort of throwing the blades around. It looks quite effortlessly, so they aren't burning too much energy. The shot there on the last shot of the Scullers crew, you could just see a bit more grit and grunt in the teeth there. But they are, as you said, they are clawing back, or they're keeping contact, that's for sure.
Yeah, it looks like maybe the U.T.S. crew has come down just a pip in their rating. Perhaps spinning the wheels just a little bit. It'd be nice just to see them start to relax on what they're doing, because it is the Tideway Scullers School A crew that is moving through U.T.S. now.
Nathan O'Reilly in the bow seat of this Scullers crew. He's been on a lot of tough Wyfold races over the last few years. You know, it's been tough for that Tideway Scullers crew, so they're not going to give up easily. They know how much this means a lot to them. So obviously he's been putting in some good calls there. They've responded and they're off. They're making a good move. Yeah,
definitely a big step up there. There's a step in their rating. They know that they're coming down to a really critical part of this race, and they're going to put themselves in it.
This could be the break point in this middle part of the race. Like you said, the extra power on board in the Scullers boat. Let's see if that can actually get through. The water's chopping up as well, so this is going to be an extra challenge for the crews.
And it does look here as though the Tideway Scullers School A have made a really fatal blow to U.T.S. Haberfield Rowing Club from Australia. Scullers getting a warning there from the umpire to stay on their station. We can see the umpire there, Boris Rankov, with his flag up. He's signalling for them to stay back on their station and to not impinge on the U.T.S. crew.
Yeah, let's hope the steersman responds quickly to that. I mean, they've had some shockers in the past, the Scullers crew, with disqualifications and stuff, so they need to respond quickly and get back on station.
And these crews are locked together as they're coming down to the enclosures. There's everything to play for. It looks as though Tideway Scullers School A, they're taking the rate up again. Will U.T.S. respond?
It's been a cracking first race, this. For Scullers to be able to row them down through the middle of the race, but let's see if those lightweights have got an extra few pips in the rate box, or an extra few strokes per minute, to see if they can bring it back onto level terms.
But look at this sprint here. I mean, they've just absolutely kicking the boot in now. Tideway Scullers School A, they've taken the rate up yet again. They're sprinting for the line. They know what they're here to do. Yeah,
Tom Gale's boys are hungry for this, aren't they? It would mean a lot to get through here, and that's why they're really sticking in these extra strokes per minute.
U.T.S. Haberfield hanging in there, but it looks like it will be the Tideway Scullers School A crew that's going to run away with this result. Wow, what a sprint.
It's a good pick up there. Just make sure they don't drift too much on the station, but it looks like they're really flat out now. That's it, Nathan O'Reilly having a good look over for the finish line.
U.T.S. Haberfield just drifting off their station, but it won't make a difference now. It will be the Tideway Scullers School A crew that will cross the line in the semi-final of the Wyfold Challenge Cup, beating U.T.S. Haberfield Rowing Club from Australia. Amazing way to kick off the day, Adam.
It's a great race. Although actually I think one of these boats is going to crash into our commentary box any minute now. I think they're all okay. Yeah, obviously they've given it a lot that race, and it just so much so you can see that, you know, steering towards the end of the race has sort of taken a sort of second place.
So we move back down to a replay of the start here. It was a great start by both crews, but U.T.S. of course pumping out to an early lead, which they ultimately couldn't hang on to.
They were so smooth and so nippy, U.T.S, to get out that nice early lead, but obviously, as you picked up early on, that extra power really paid off for Scullers in the middle of the race.
You can see a great shot of the umpire there, signalling for Scullers to stay on their station, but it was a small correction and didn't cost them too much. And our first finalists for the day, first crew to make it through to the all-important final on Sunday.